Welcome to the latest scandal to rock the business world, a corruption and money laundering case that has sent shockwaves through the global community. With allegations of bribery, fraud, and illicit financial activity, this case has exposed the seedy underbelly of the corporate world and highlights the importance of transparency and accountability in business practices. Join us as we delve into the details of this disturbing case and explore the measures being taken to prevent similar incidents in the future. But before diving deep into our video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button to stay updated with our latest videos. The story of Surya Darmadi, an Indonesian palm oil tycoon whose lavish lifestyle and business empire have been shattered by one of the country's most significant corruption cases in recent years. Surya's case is a prime example of the dangers of greed and corruption and how it can have a devastating impact on the economy, the environment, and society at large. In this story, we'll dive into the details of how Surya laundered money, bribed officials, and evaded taxes to expand his palm oil business at the expense of natural forests and proper permits. We'll also explore the failures of the regulatory system that allowed such practices to persist and the repercussions of his actions on the economy and the Indonesian people. In recent news, an Indonesian palm oil tycoon has been sentenced to 15 years in prison and fined a record-breaking 41.9 trillion rupiah for corruption, money laundering, and tax evasion. This landmark ruling marks the first time a penalty for corruption has been determined based on losses to the economy, on top of losses to the state. The owner of the Duda Palma Group, Surya Darmadi, was found guilty of bribing officials in Sumatra to allow his companies to grow oil palm trees on land previously declared as natural forest, and on land that his companies did not have proper permits to cultivate. The total area of land involved is more than 36,000 hectares. But what does this mean for the Indonesian economy? Money laundering and corruption can have a severe impact on a country's economy. In this case, Surya's actions inflicted losses from potential taxes and other income that the state could have received from plantation companies with proper permits, as well as casualties to the economy as a whole. The 39.7 trillion rupiah fine that he was ordered to pay for the latter serves as a stark reminder of the detrimental effects of corruption. But how did Surya launder money? There are various ways that individuals can conceal illicit funds, and it's important to understand them to prevent similar incidents from happening again. Some common methods include shell companies, offshore accounts, and complex financial transactions. In Surya's case, he was found guilty of having his 4 companies operate on plantation land without full permits. This method of laundering involves concealing illicit funds within a legitimate business, making it difficult for authorities to trace the money trail. However, it's not just the fines and jail time that should deter individuals from engaging in such illegal activities. The long-term effects of corruption on a country's economy can be severe and far-reaching. It undermines trust in institutions, discourages foreign investment, and hinders economic growth. There are several possible system and regulatory failures that may have contributed to Surya Darmadi's ability to launder money. One possible failure is weak regulatory oversight, which could have prevented Surya from engaging in illegal activities without being caught. Another possible failure is a lack of transparency in financial transactions, which could have made it easier for Surya to conceal his activities from authorities. Additionally, the existence of loopholes or gaps in anti-money laundering laws and regulations may have allowed Surya to exploit weaknesses in the system to launder money. Moreover, corruption and bribery within the regulatory and legal systems could have contributed to Surya's ability to launder money. If officials were willing to accept bribes or turn a blind eye to illegal activities, then it would have been easier for Surya to evade detection and continue his money laundering activities. Overall, the failure of the regulatory and legal systems to prevent money laundering can be attributed to a range of factors, including insufficient resources and training, inadequate legal frameworks, and corrupt practices. To address these failures, it is important to strengthen regulatory oversight, increase transparency in financial transactions, and close any loopholes in anti-money laundering laws and regulations. Additionally, efforts to combat corruption and bribery within the regulatory and legal systems are essential to ensuring that money laundering is effectively prevented and punished. In conclusion, the sentencing of Surya Darmadi serves as a warning to those who seek to engage in corruption and money laundering. The impacts of such actions are not just limited to fines and jail time, but can have far-reaching consequences for the economy as a whole. It's up to all of us to promote transparency, accountability, and integrity to ensure a healthy and thriving economy for future generations. To avoid similar cases of fraud or mismanagement in the future, it is essential to have due diligence procedures in place. Here are some points to consider for a due diligence checklist. Conduct a thorough background check. Before engaging with any individual or organization, conduct a comprehensive background check on them. This includes checking their reputation, credentials, past dealings, and criminal history, if any. This can help to avoid dealing with fraudulent or incompetent parties. Verify financial information. Verify all financial information provided by a potential partner, such as their financial statements, balance sheets, cash flow statements, and tax returns. This will help to identify any discrepancies or anomalies in their financial data and ensure transparency. Review legal documents. Review all legal documents carefully, such as contracts, agreements, and licenses, to ensure that they are valid and comply with all legal requirements. This can help to avoid any legal disputes or regulatory issues in the future. Check references. Contact references provided by the potential partner and ask for their opinions on the individual or organization. This can help to get a better understanding of their reputation, reliability, and trustworthiness. Conduct site visits. Conduct site visits to the individual or organization's premises to verify their operations and infrastructure. This can help to identify any red flags or inconsistencies in their business activities. Perform due diligence on key personnel. Check the background and credentials of key personnel, such as executives, directors, and managers, to ensure that they are qualified and have a good track record. This can help to prevent cases of fraud or mismanagement. Perform ongoing monitoring. Once a partnership or engagement is established, perform ongoing monitoring of the individual or organization's activities, financial performance, and compliance with legal and regulatory requirements. This can help to identify any potential issues and take corrective action in a timely manner. By implementing these due diligence procedures, businesses can minimize the risk of fraud, mismanagement, and legal or regulatory issues. It is important to tailor the due diligence process to the specific nature and complexity of the partnership or engagement. The Surya case highlights the importance of due diligence in business transactions. In order to avoid similar situations, it is essential to take precautionary measures to ensure that all parties involved are fully aware of their rights and obligations. Companies should always conduct thorough background checks on their potential partners, engage in open and honest communication, and seek legal advice when necessary. By doing so, they can minimize their risks and safeguard their interests. Remember, prevention is always better than cure. We hope this video has been informative and helpful in understanding the potential risks and ways to mitigate them. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to stay up to date with the latest compliance news and AML analysis. Keep learning and stay competitive with us.